Mobile gaming has been delivering amazing titles back to back ever since the advent of 2020, looking at banger titles like Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, and now Dragon Quest Tact. Dragon Quest Tact is one of the latest games in the Dragon Quest series and lives up to the legends quite well. It is a 3D gacha RPG made for iOS and Android devices that combines tactical approaches with action to create an action strategy RPG feel, and involves a main story as well as various scheduled events. So, if you are into a game centered around tactics, team building, and collecting characters, look no further. Also, as a side note, the title is ironically not the abbreviated form of tactics, but is in fact an item called the Tact. Monsters around the world are under the influence of some strange dark power, as usual, making them violent, and the player sets out to investigate. Now, if you are a long-time fan of the series, you will probably squeal your head off when you see some old favorites pop up. Dragon Lord, one of the first main antagonists, Stone Golem, Killing Machine, and everyone's favorite, the Slime. These monsters both served as experience and heartache over the course of my Dragon Quest career, and I am eager to see how I can battle from their perspective with their abilities. The game is reminiscent of Dragon Quest Monsters, in that you capture monsters and utilize their skills. So if you played that spin-off series, you already know what you're in for. The protagonist can capture monsters by defeating them with their own monster team after certain points in the game. However, the difference lies in the combat. Monsters in the monster team are controlled by you, the player, and made to attack enemy monsters on a top-down, tile-based field. The tile-based style does not detract from the gameplay, however, but rather centers the focus on strategy and mind power over simply punching your way through. If you like this kind of content, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. This is the first I'm doing newscasts like this, so your critique and support would be greatly appreciated. As it pertains to monster collection, there's a key thing that you need to pay attention to: monster ranks. As with most, if not all gacha games, there is a ranking system which denotes what monsters are just innately more powerful than others. Dragon Quest Tact's system is not hard to understand though, since the rankings are how any veteran gacha player would expect. The ranks go from top tier being S, then A, then B, then C, then D, then E, and F, learning our alphabets today. Bosses from the prior series tend to be S rank, of course, and common monsters are usually D to F rank, i.e. Dragon Lord is S and Slime is F. How do you get these monsters in the first place, you ask? Well, my friend, this is a gacha game, so in-game currency is your way of getting monsters. You can spend this currency to get new monsters or recruit enemies conquered in battle to bolster your ranks. New players also get 3,000 gems to spend on recruiting 10 monsters at once after they complete about 5 to 6 stages after the tutorial in Chapter 2 Stage 1. Once players have their bags full of money, the next step is to use these crucial gems to scout for useful companions to aid you in your quest. There are many powerful monsters available in the Scout tab. However, you will want to get your hands on either Killing Machine, White King, or Dragon Lord. Better yet, try to get all of them, since rerolling is allowed when scouting and is fairly easy to do. Killing Machine and White King are two of the only S tier ranked monsters that you can get with this method. Dragon Lord has rate up in the current event, so he's also a good one to go for as well. Also, to celebrate the game's launch in other countries, the game provides all players with a free King Slime bonus for a limited time, so the game kinda helps you take care of that bit at the start. If the gacha gods are with you, then you can grab some sweet S-rank monsters to make your start a bit easier. Or you could go through the process of rerolling, which is arduous but can be worth it. If you're like me, and not about the rerolling life, then you and I can drown our sorrows in chocolate unless you're a coffee person. Final point, it is absolutely free to play. Gacha games tend to be free to play since they make money from their in-app purchases, but this is one game that I can say actually helps you out a bit so that free-to-play players don't feel left behind. Big spenders will have a field day as usual, but even they will find that they don't need to spend as much as with other gacha games. So to recap, Dragon Quest Tact is a new strategy game that focuses on strategic play over power rushing. As with all gachas, It is a collection game with various rankings to seduce you into spending in-game currency. But you do not need to ever actually spend real money unless you want to. It is free to play, so you have nothing to lose except time. As such, let's venture into this awesome new world. The next video will be about some tips and strategies, so be sure to look out for that. This was Giovanni from Here Playing, and I'll see you in the next one.